Your favorite topic.
Oh, yes. Welcome back to the CrossFit Kaiserslautern FITCAST. Hello, Kristen.
Hello, Max.
Today we're going to talk about my most favorite topic.
/ saying, hide.
Mm-hmm.
We named it.
Kristen put all the first letters into one word, but it's actually how you do anything is how you do everything.
I abbreviated.
We have it written in the gym. It's on the whiteboard.
Mm-hmm.
And so many people can see it, many people can read it, many people have read it probably, but maybe not everybody can get a grasp on what it actually means.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're here for today.
Yes.
Yeah. And there's two ways of looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
One inside the gym
and outside
the gym, because a lot of stuff we do inside the gym affect our life outside the gym,
and
or
vice
daily
versa.
life. And vice versa, of course.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. We want to talk inside gym only first.
Not only,
but
first.
Yeah, and what does how you do anything is how you do everything mean inside the gym?
Inside the gym, I'm just going to use a few examples because there's so many, but something like, do you squat with your heels down every single time?
Yeah.
That means during fatigue, in the middle of a workout, not just a warm-up, do your reps look the same?
Mm-hmm.
Are you squatting to full depth every time? Are you...
extending your hips all the time.
Yeah, extending your hips all the time. Are you using the same movement standards in the warm-up as you are in the middle of a workout or a competition even?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Are you slacking the warm-up with your movement patterns?
Yes.
And then hope that it gets better, that it works
in the workout. Yes.
Which sounds ridiculous when you say it, but yeah, we've all done it, I think. But it should be intentional. It should be. There's only 1 hour a day
that you're in the gym.
Yeah. And it shouldn't be the coach telling you how to move during that 1 hour and you not giving an F after that hour. So the 23 hours you're by yourself, you're on your own. Mm-hmm. It should be, no, I'm gonna not have the coach correct me. I'm gonna do perfect movements in the warm-up, in the workout, whenever, and then also the 23 hours
that you're not in the gym.
The coach is not watching, because every single rep you are training your central nervous system to perform this movement pattern.
Yes.
And the 1 hour in the gym trying to impress the coach versus the 23 hours on your own, not paying attention, you can see what is going to be dominating and what is not.
When you're tired and holding on, fighting for the end of a workout, you're automatically going to fall back onto what your body knows. And subconsciously. And if 23 hours of a day, if you didn't sleep, if 23 hours out of the day you are not squatting to full depth, and 5 minutes in the beginning of a workout you're squatting to depth, what you're going to fall back on is not squatting to full depth, because that's what your body knows.
Yeah.
So if you want it to fall back on squatting to full depth, you need to do it every single day in and out of the gym anytime you're squatting.
Yeah.
Same thing with deadlifting, whatever. I think the perfect example of this is babies, and I know we've talked about this before, but babies squat perfectly from the time they can start standing and squatting.
And they have not learned it.
And they've not been taught. They squat perfectly, and they lose that over time because they don't
practice it,
and they lose it. And what do they fall back on? What their body knows.
Yeah, and that is sitting on a chair, which is above parallel.
Yes.
And those...
Oh, I just got a new business idea. We start a furniture company that's for functional furniture that puts you below parallel, so you have to squat properly to get off it. I'm pretty sure they do that in Japan. Asian cultures have the short tables and everything on the floor.
True.
That's why they are so good at Olympic lifting.
That's why, yeah.
One of the reasons.
Maybe a topic for another day.
Yeah.
Discussion for another day. Okay. There is not only how a movement looks or how I am performing a movement, and this is then becoming a segue into outside the gym. Mm-hmm. There's also how I approach a workout. Am I doing the last calorie on the bike, or am I just jumping off because it was the workout was so hard for 20 minutes already? Yeah,
so that goes along mentality. How the quote should be, how you do or think anything is how you do or think everything.
I like that.
Because it has a mental aspect to it too. If you're always the guy at work that cuts out little 5 minutes early because, they don't need me, I'm good, like I can do this tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. Your mentality is, I can do it later.
Yeah.
I don't need to do it now.
Yeah.
And then you go to the workout at the gym later and you get off the bike at 1 calorie less or 2 calories less, or you stop your double unders 10 double unders short.
Yeah.
That it carries over. Yeah. So if your mentality is that way at work or handling situations with people, you're gonna carry that into the workout whether you know it or not. It just happens.
On a positive note though,
yes,
what you do inside the gym can very much carry over what you do outside the gym.
Yes.
So when you do push for those last 2 calories, when you go through the last 10 double unders, you get the benefit, but the success of having done it fully, of having done it, you've been true to yourself. You get that reward. Yes. I think of the feeling of accomplishing it. Pushed through the suck. Yeah. It was good. Because only if only you know that you got off the bike 2 calories short, you know that you didn't finish the workout as prescribed as it was supposed to be. Mm-hmm. But you do when you do push through, and you get the reward, you get the hormones, you're going to be happier. It's that feeling of accomplishment. Yes. And it's the same thing that'll carry out. You finish a project Friday night at work. Yeah. You want to cut out 5 minutes early to go to a barbecue, but you know that if you get it done, you don't have to worry the rest of the weekend. You can enjoy, you can party, you don't have to think about that anymore. It's done. Yeah. And that's gratifying. Yeah. So that's still inside the gym, but there's the physical and the mental aspect to it, right? So a lot of things we do at the gym carry over. And obviously our focus is inside the gym, because that's where we can have an impact. That's where we can correct, and then have that carry over to the outside the gym. Like we said, you're only with us for an hour out of the day. Yeah. So we can only help you for an hour out of the day. You have to hold yourself accountable and keep that saying in your head. If I'm doing this lazily, I'm going to do something else lazily. Yeah. So if I do this with full effort, I'll do the next thing with full effort, and the next thing, and the next thing. Yeah. And we have an intention, and we have a purpose behind every hour we coach. Every hour we have you in front of us. So outside of the gym, it's more. Yes, it is movement, and yes, it is. Am I performing this squat correctly outside the gym? But there's also a big thing is the intentionality and the purpose.
Yeah.
For everybody outside the gym, because we bring the intentionality and the purpose inside the gym with the class. With today we're focusing on this and whatever, and we're seeing and correcting movements. But outside the gym, when you're on your own, how you do anything is how you do everything.
You still need to put intention and purpose behind your behaviors and thoughts and actions everywhere. Yeah.
Good example is sleep. Yeah. Am I annoyed when I'm waking up the next day and I feel like trash and I whatever, and I don't like that feeling? Maybe there's a reason for it, because I got wasted the night before, or I stayed up super late and I wanted to finish that show, whatever. If I put a little more intention behind it, if that was not intentional, if I put a little more intention on sleep and purpose on sleep, I might make a better decision the next time. Yeah. And then feel better the next day. Those type of things. Yeah. Little decisions, little intentionality can go a long way.
Even something as basic as intentionally and purposely choosing your words when you speak with people. Yeah. I think that's something that goes wrong a lot of times that shouldn't. Yeah. And it can be hugely misinterpreted if you lazily talk to people. You're not intentional with your words. You don't have purpose behind what you're saying, what you're talking to someone. If you're off thinking about something else while someone's having a conversation with you, and then they ask you a question or ask your opinion, you have no idea what they're talking about.
Good one is the name at the beginning of, if you meet someone for the first time, and you just, it's polite. It's you kind of have to do it. The greeting when you meet someone for the first time. But are you intentionally listening to the name and maybe repeating it in your head 2-3 times, so you actually remember it at the end of the conversation again, or do you not? Yeah. And I have another good one for you. I just had it. But I lost it. Let me think about it and it'll come back.
Yeah. The words and the name thing, I like this one. And again, the intention behind it, the purpose behind it. We're making, if you're just generally having a conversation with someone, often la la land, thinking about what am I going to make for dinner? What am I going to do tomorrow? I have this. You're not building real connections with people that way. Having intention behind it, you're building connections with people. You're learning about them or each other. You can make good input into the conversation and actually get to know someone.
Yeah, I have a good one. And this is something I noticed more recently, the past couple of years, is the superlative in our language. Oh my God, this was the worst feeling ever. Oh my God, this was the best day ever. This was the best meal. This was the whatever. Yeah. No, it wasn't.
It's not the worst or the best.
Never. It never is. The worst feeling ever is probably when you're
burned alive.
Yeah, when you're burned alive.
Or drowning.
Or when a parent passes away before you, when your parents pass away, whatever. That's probably in the category worst day ever, worst feeling ever. Yes. But when you chit chat and you talk with superlatives,
like the assault bike is the worst.
Yeah, the worst thing ever. No, yes, it's bad, but that's it. Yes. It's bad. It makes you feel bad,
and then the meaning behind worst gets lost.
Yes.
So if everything's the worst,
yes,
I've been working on that one too, trying not to say that.
Good.
Because I'm like, ugh, that guy's the worst. He's not.
No.
Whatever guy.
Yeah. It's just, and we don't think about these things. We don't say them purposefully, but they do something. Because language is the language capacity is a big part of our brain. And if I constantly tell myself, thoughts become words become actions. If I constantly tell myself, this is the worst, and this everything else gets watered down. If you want to, if we say, oh, this was the best day ever, this was the best ice cream I've ever had, this was the best pizza. What about the other pizza you really enjoyed last week?
And you said was the best last week.
Yeah, like where's the you're not comparing to the things anymore. Yeah. Right?
I think also it's like intentionally choosing your words and avoiding things like that. It's all about perspective as well. So you could be generally talking, someone's next to you listening, and you're telling someone, oh, I had the worst day. My boss made me stay 10 minutes later for a meeting, and you know, it was just the worst. Everything was the worst. Yeah. And somebody could have lost their mother, father, child the day before, and they're thinking like,
oh, you had the
you
worst
think
day?
You had a bad day? Yeah. Like, you know, it waters down other people's experiences and thoughts as well.
Yeah, very good.
So again, to bring this back around, having intention and purpose behind what you do, even controlling or not controlling, but like being aware of the words coming out of our mouths, the thoughts that we're thinking, this will also impact other aspects of your life, both in and out of the gym, your mentality behind things, the way you approach things, the way you do things, and it's all tied together, which is why it's important.
Perfect note to end the conversation, I think. Perfect summary. Let's wrap it up here.
Good. One more time, favorite saying.
How you do anything is how you do everything.
Read it on the whiteboards at the gym. Get it tattooed. It's Max's first tattoo. Thanks for listening, guys.
Have a good one.